You're watching Reality Check. Tonight, the controversy that's erupted over the BJP's claim that it has swept multiple rounds of rural elections in Uttar Pradesh. Results that it says is proof that there's no backlash against the Yogi Adityanath government. The Prime Minister himself tweeting praise, saying that the results show that the benefits that the people have got from the government's policies have been reflected in the party's massive victory. While the opposition, Samajwadi Party, the BSP, says that the BJP won through violence and intimidation, thrashing its supporters and candidates. The reality is more complex, as we found. But first to Ryder. Given that in local body elections, most parties choose not to field candidates on party symbols, who wins and who loses is often unclear, based on estimates by the parties themselves. With this rider in mind, if one considers the chronology of the local body polls in UP, the BJP's sweep at first glance does seem surprising. At first glance though, mind you. In the Panchayat elections in May this year, amid a raging pandemic in which people voted directly for about 3,000 seats, the BJP reportedly did worse than the SP, winning about 900 seats, while the SP won 1,000. But in elections held in July, to about 75 district chairpersons and 825 block presidents, the last just held this weekend, in which voting is indirect, the BJP claimed it swept the polls. In both these indirect elections, a large percentage of candidates, mostly of the BJP, won uncontested, giving further boost to the allegations of vote tampering. But a deeper dive into the numbers shows how the claims by both sides don't quite add up. In the Block Pramukh polls, look at this, the BJP won 649 out of 825 seats in July this year. But in February 2016, in the same elections, the Samajwadi Party, which was the ruling party in the state, won 623 out of 816 seats. It swept. Just as the BJP won almost 40% of the seats unopposed this time, 334, in Feb 2016, 385 or 47% of the seats were won unopposed, most likely by the Samajwadi Party, though there was no party-wise breakup of unopposed seats. Similarly, in the Zilla Panchayat chairpersons polls, which again the BJP swept July to in this month, they won 66 out of the 75 seats. Similarly, in January 2016, the SP, the ruling party, had won 60 out of 74 seats, also swept. The BJP won 21 or nearly 30% of the seats unopposed, hence the charges of rigging. But in January 2016, again, the SP won 36 or 49% of the seats unopposed, so even more seats unopposed. In July 2021, the SP had only won 5 seats, that's in this election. In January 2016, the BJP and BSP had just won 4 seats. Now, this suggests that the pattern in Uttar Pradesh of the ruling party doing poorly in direct polls while sweeping the indirect polls with a large percentage of unopposed contests is not unique to this year's elections. Equally, this doesn't take away from the accusations against the BJP and the UP administration that they may have tilted the results in the BJP's favor through violence and intimidation, several instances of which were caught on camera.
In UP's Lakhimpur, Anita Yadav, the proposer for the Samajwadi candidate, was assaulted. Her sari yanked, reportedly by BJP supporters. The SP candidate, Ritu Singh, was inside the centre when she also was molested. Her sari yanked and her blouse torn. In the end, the SP candidate could not file her nomination and BJP won the seat. In Etawah, a local police official is heard saying on the phone, "BJP workers slapped me and brought bombs." This after violence outside the voting centre because the SP supposedly brought more voters than the BJP. BJP workers broke police barricading outside the voting centre.
जो भीड़ थी उनके द्वारा फायरिंग भी की गई, पत्थरबाजी भी की गई है। देखिए अभी तक जो है मौके पे 7 खोखे मिले हैं।
In Unnao, a local journalist, Krishna Raj, was thrashed by the chief development officer. Krishna Raj says he was taking videos of voters being abducted from outside the voting centre. In Bahraich, Monas gathered outside the house of Mayaram, who was killed while defending his sister-in-law Yadurai Devi. Yadurai Devi, a panchayat member, was reportedly being abducted to get her vote for the BJP. The main accused is the husband of the local BJP-backed candidate. In Sitapur, BJP and SP workers clashed during the nomination with guns, bombs and stone pelting. SP alleged that BJP workers had kidnapped an independent candidate.
All right, joining us tonight on Reality Check, we have Sudhindra Bhadoria, leader of the BSP. We have with us PKD Nambiar, political analyst, supports the BJP. Sharat Pradhan, senior journalist based in Lucknow. But let me start with Juhi Singh, spokesperson of the Samajwadi Party. Juhi Singh, as we just saw there, while there's no doubt that there was violence, we can see the video evidence that the BJP was involved in the violence, the administration too may have been involved in the violence. Look at what happened in 2016. That the SP, which was the ruling party at that time, you won a large number of seats unopposed. So how do you say that unopposed this time is an evidence of rigging by the BJP?
It's not rigging, it's intimidation, violence, the administration masquerading as BJP workers, women being harassed, murders, we have bombs there.
No, Juhi Singh, but what about when you won unopposed? In February 2016, UP Block Pramukh polls, you won 47%, 385 seats unopposed. In the Zilla Parishad elections, you won 36 or 50% of the seats unopposed.
I'm sure the elections were equally graphically covered then also in 2016, and I'm sure the BJP must have put on record, I do not know, but we did every time incident like this happened. We went to the election commission, we went to the district magistrate, we also have a SDM hitting a journalist who was later on exchanging tweets.
One second. Are you saying that when you won unopposed, there was no violence and there was no intimidation? Because your government was in power at that time. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, our government was in power and we did not intimidate or murder people and did not use bombs and pull off women's saris. And the issues were tackled or handled sensitively. At least we didn't have the Prime Minister also agreeing that this violence is acceptable. And of course, Yogi Adityanath is celebrating it.
Okay,
there is a great difference.
That is of course your claim, but let me get PKD Nambiar in. PKD Nambiar, our fact check speaks for itself. There has been a pattern of the ruling party in Uttar Pradesh winning a large percentage of seats unopposed. This is not the first time it's happening, but that PKD Nambiar doesn't take away from the serious charges of violence and intimidation by the BJP in UP, possibly with the assistance of the administration. Isn't that shameful?
Let me admit this fact that over the last so many decades, it has been traditionally the election, the block panchayat elections are always majority, most of the time is won by the ruling party. But there is a slight difference this year. If you really look at the past election of Samajwadi Party or during Mayawati time, the violence lesser, because you are doing a reality check, so you'll be able to find. This time around, more than 125 odd FIRs were filed, and there are more than 1,000 plus people were arrested already or already booked. And this clearly shows that the administration is not hand in glove with criminal people. UP traditionally have...
You've just seen on screen, I mean, we just showed 4 instances. The instances are in dozens. Samajwadi Party worker, a woman is attacked. Her sari is almost pulled off. The person there, the nomination is not filed. The BJP ends up winning that seat. Then you saw a police official telling his senior officer that, sir, BJP people have come here with bombs. They've slapped me. Come on, how can you defend this? You should accept that this is a disgrace.
I am definitely not defending. How can anybody defend a violence?
No, but violence by BJP.
I don't think I will be the last person to defend.
No, but you're condemning the violence by the BJP. They're not general. This is...
No, let me come to you. Vasu, don't, I'm just telling you as an analysis because you are doing a reality check. I am only saying traditionally this has been the, and this time around there is a slight difference.
No, the difference seems to be the violence seems to be a lot. The violence, I mean, again, we'll have to go back to 2016, but I can't recall, and I'm happy if someone is able to produce that evidence. Was there this kind of large-scale violence? Seems to be the big difference.
What are you talking about? This month, there is a National Crime Code which clearly says that
let's
the last
get Surendra Bhadoria, who I'm sure will want to challenge both of you, both you and BJP. Surendra Bhadoria, what do you make of this?
Well, let me
is the violence worse this time, or in 2016 when again SP won large number of seats unopposed? Give us your take on it.
I think you're just talking about last 5 years history, but I'd like to even Mr. Sharad Pradhan is here in your debate. Mr. Sharad Pradhan is here in your debate. I will bring you last 30 years history. Now, in last 30 years, whoever has been in power, and more particularly, I would also like to bring in the incident of the UP guest house when panchayat elections were taking place in Uttar Pradesh in 1995-96.
Yeah.
At that time, 95 rather, I still remember the manner in which in the UP guest house, the reason why the Bahujan Samaj Party withdrew its support because in the panchayat elections, women were molested, their parchas were snatched from their hands and they were not allowed to file their nomination. And let me also say
by whom? You must, by whom? By the Samajwadi Party, because not everybody remembers this history. Tell us the names here.
So it was, of course, the Samajwadi Party was, Mulayam Singh Ji was the chief minister at that time.
Okay.
So a national leader like Bahan Mayawati ji can be attacked. I am not condoning this act of the Bharatiya Janata Party. I am saying that those people who indulged in violence should be dealt with iron hands. And whenever anybody does this, they should be all dealt with.
But when you were in power,
iron hands,
Bhadoria ji, noted your point when the BSP was in power, because you also ruled UP, and these panchayat elections were held. Again, did you sweep it with lots of unopposed candidates? And did you also do dadagiri at that time?
I think that was, I think your reality check will tell you, but let me say that in 2006, when all our legislators defected, most of them defected, and at that time, Kesari Nath Tripathi was the speaker, and they both connived and formed the government there in Lucknow. And let me also say this, the same kind of 2016 kind of results were there in 2006, but in 2007 when elections were held, we won convincingly. So therefore these panchayat elections are no indicators.
Okay,
these
Sharad
panchayat
Pradhan,
elections are no indicators
I'm coming to all of you in a second, but I must bring in Sharad Pradhan. Sharad Pradhan, as a long observer of UP politics and the akhada of UP politics, are you seeing this current spate of violence as is it different? Is it more than in the past, where you see the ruling party sort of sweeping the polls with unopposed candidates? Is it more, or is it is this a norm? Is this a norm?
Well, Vasu, this has been happening, as you rightly pointed out, in successive governments, whether it was BSP, whether it was Samajwadi Party, and now the BJP. Even BSP had won seats like this in the same manner as Samajwadi Party did and the BJP did. But the difference is that now it seems to be no holds barred. This kind of violence was witnessed in the other regimes as well, and this kind of these indirect elections, as you pointed out, are basically won on the strength of money power, muscle power, and misuse of government machinery. But the blatant manner in which it has been done this time is probably far more than what these guys say. It's only a difference of degree.
Okay.
There is absolutely.
Okay, it's a question of degree.
One more thing.
Yes.
One more thing, Vasu.
Yes.
From the BJP, one didn't expect this, because BJP has all along been claiming to be a party with a difference. And Yogi Adityanath, who has always proclaimed to be somebody who believes in no tolerance to corruption, no tolerance to irregularities.
Yes.
But all that is happening. Now they have proved that they are no different from them.
Okay.
So the tragedy is that this
I have to go to panel. Yes, first I'll go. Okay, yes, Mr. Nambiar, you first, then I go to Juhi Singh. Piketty Nambiar, I want to say this has always been happening. That's not a justification. That means
That is not a
you are
justification.
as bad or as good as any other party.
So, Vasu, you did not allow me to complete. In fact, I was giving you an analysis which you did extremely well, and I was complimenting you. There is nothing new which has been happening, but there is a change. I will tell you that in July this month, there is a National Crime Bureau report, because we all have a fascination of projecting UP as the crime capital of the country.
No, no, no.
But
Mr.
whereas-
Nambiar, that is
No,
not my question.
Vasu, you will-
No, no, no.
I'm
Once
coming
again,
to that.
I am not. No. I am not on UP crime data. When we do a fact check of UP crime data, I'll certainly call you. You
precisely.
can.
No,
I am
I
on the
think what they're
violence.
all-
I am saying if there has been gundagardi, dadagiri violence in the past by the ruling party to tilt the results in their favor, then you are as guilty of it as any other party.
I think there is a
So
huge
what about
difference,
me
Vasu.
cannot
There
be
is
a
a
defense.
huge difference. There is a huge difference this time around. One is that the more than 125 FIR being filed. Sharad Pradhan is sitting along with you in the panel. He is the one who's the veteran journalist from the UP. Tell me what happened during the last election in 2000, during the Samajwadi Party time or the Mayawati time. How many people were booked? This time around,
This
it
is a
is 50,
facade.
100 people have already been booked.
But
Why don't we
Ritual
accept
carried out
that
by
there is...
everyone.
No, Mr. Nambiar, Sharad Pradhan has said, he has said, I've never seen such, he said it's all, no holds barred this time. He said, I've never seen violence like this, where candidates are being, women's sarees are being pulled outside a polling booth. But Juhi Singh, you will have to accept.
The action was taken only because it was highlighted by the media, otherwise they wouldn't have done anything.
Okay, but Juhi Singh, you will have to accept
highlight
that does it not, okay, one second, Juhi Singh, does it not somewhat blunt your criticism of the violence this time, the intimidation this time, if you look at the historic record and you see a similar pattern? As Mr. Bhadoria himself is also saying.
Mr. Bhadoria is rightly pointing out, we apologize for that incident, but now the violence which is being celebrated, it is acceptable to our trigger-happy Chief Minister who himself is leading such sort of violence. There was not one word from him. Every incident which was brought into the public domain by the media, an action was, they pretended to take an action, but let the events unfold. The lady whose sari was being pulled off, or the woman who was murdered, or the various, there was a journalist who were being threatened. Every time there was not even the sensitivity, or not even the facade. The BJP was not even pretending that this should not happen.
If there is violence, if you're saying that you also used, there was the sort of strong arm of the state and the party. There was dadagiri by the SP, but you didn't celebrate it. That is,
No,
no,
Vasu. We did not even use intimidation. We did, and these FIRs which are being waved about, these FIRs are very much against the SP workers. You also used bulldozers. You got special.
If you're saying you didn't use,
no, we did not.
No, if you didn't use intimidation, how did you win 50% seats unopposed in block Pramukh? And how did you win 30% unopposed in Zilla Panchayat?
There is a thing called persuasion. It is not a direct election. It is an election of the government. People like to stay with the government, but here you were trying to not even let people file their own nomination papers.
Okay,
And
Bhadoria
very
Sahab,
much
the
into
interesting
public
thing is, Bhadoria Sahab, the interesting thing is that the BJP is seeing these results as evidence that there is no anger against the Yogi Sarkar, and that this is now clearing the way for a similar result next year in the assembly elections. Though, as we know, the SP swept the similar local body polls in 2016, and they were swept out of power in 2017. So
well,
there's
you are
no
absolutely correct.
guarantee.
You are absolutely correct, and you have hit the nail on the head. And let me say this, it was not only in 2016, even in 2006, the Samajwadi Party had then also swept the polls of the panchayats, but they lost in 2007. So winning elections in panchayat or in the block Pramukh has nothing to do with the general elections. Here in the general elections, when
the
elections will be held, it will be on the symbol, it will be on the party's program and the performance of the government.
But
on this, the performance has been dismal of Yogi government. The farmers are rising The unemployed youth is on the streets. The COVID is a complete
But
mess
okay,
made
that
by
even
the
if
Yogi
even if
government.
one
So therefore
accepts
there
your
is no
argument,
question.
even if one accepts your argument, would you at least concede that you are at the moment not a player though? The fight is between the SP and the BSP. It is the SP whose workers are getting thrashed, who are getting this thing, put FIRs, etc., etc. And
Well,
if you see the
getting
results
thrashed-
also,
Let me also say this.
You are not
that
in the picture.
Getting thrashed. No. In getting we knew about this, that these elections will be rigged and they will be managed like this with the muscle. Therefore, we concentrated and we are concentrating on the assembly elections, and the results will prove all the political parties.
no, but how can you say? But Bhadoria Sahab, you can't sit out any election. No, you have to fight it. I mean, that is a political party. As a political party, you have to fight.
Fight doesn't mean taking to the streets of the Halla Bowl and taking to the streets and getting
Okay.
the people during COVID times in a mess and also.
Okay,
getting
Sharad
them
Pradhan,
COVID infection.
your take on what I asked Mr. Bhadoria, that if history is any evidence, winning these indirect polls, perhaps using Dadagiri, may not necessarily mean anything for next year.
Track record, both BSP and SP did not succeed in the successive state elections that they held, even though they won the panchayat elections in the same manner as BJP done. But you know what happens, what they do, why they still continue to do, one is to build, and particularly Yogi Adityanath's case, he is trying to build because he has never led any election in the state.
Right.
All the elections the wins have been attributed to Narendra Modi.
Right.
He was not in the scene. And this is the first election being held under his leadership. So he wants to show to the world that what a great achievement he has done. And then that will help him to build kind of a falsehood,
Right.
a narrative that look here, we are there in the state even at the grassroots level. And the
Okay.
manner in which the Prime Minister, the celebration about this, what Juhi Singh said,
Yeah.
she has a point. Prime Minister celebrating this victory, there is nobody on earth who doesn't know how these elections have been won. You don't expect the Prime Minister, I can imagine Yogi Adityanath doing it, but
Yeah.
you don't expect Prime Minister and Amit Shah to be reveling over a victory which is not
That
a
was
which is
a bit
twisting
surprising.
the mandate.
I was given the
Manipulating the
context
mandate.
of these elections, it was a bit surprising. But I want to ask you in
And
conclusion,
nobody
Mr.
seeks this to
Nambiar.
be a direct election.
Right,
If
Mr.
this
Nambiar.
was-
See, Mr. Nambiar, the fact that you see this as some certificate and that all is well, just remember the real election was in May when you had direct polls, and there you actually did quite badly. You remember this? The BJP lost, in fact, it lost in some of its bastions, Ayodhya, Gorakhpur, Banaras, Mathura. So that was a direct election which you lost. Now, by trying to
The Gram
quote
Panchayat
unquote
election.
manage the indirect poll, isn't that, I mean, aren't you kind of almost deluding yourself?
This is precisely the question. The question is that when during the May there was no discussion like this that BJP is losing. I wanted to ask Sharad Pradhanji is that 5.5
There was no
lakh
discussion,
crore
of course,
is
there
the
was-
annual budget of Yogi's the last the budget. The crime record in UP has come down all-time low as 7%. The average GSDP of the state has increased in 4 years. to
No,
double.
Mr.
Why don't
Nambiar,
we discuss
that
all
is
those
a,
things?
see, we will,
Why we are not able to
you are now on a different tangent.
No,
We
I
are on,
wanted
no,
to
no,
say
if all that is the case, why did you do so badly in May?
this is possibly again back to the same question. When we want a particular, when BJP win a particular election, you have a question mark that it is because of the violence you want. They
No,
lose
no,
an
I'm
election,
asking,
you say that
I'm
there
not
is-
saying anything, I'm just asking you a simple question. In the
No,
direct
I'm
polls, why did you do so badly? That was the height of the pandemic, if you remember.
I am saying that if there was
Okay.
an election, if the BJP did bad,
Okay.
let them work on it. And but if they did
Okay.
something good, why are you saying that only for the you are giving the credit to the violence or something else? That is not right.
Mr. Nambiar,
No, no,
that
I'm-
was the
I'm-
real
I'm not
democratic
giving or
process.
taking away credit.
This was a farce in the name of democracy.
Okay, okay. All I'm saying is, all that we're
Sir,
doing is
another
doing a
channel, we
reality
had a
check.
debate on the COVID
And
issue.
okay, and Mr. Nambiar, we're out of time. But I must say, I think this must be the only show, hold on Mr. Nambiar, where you actually said that you complimented me on the research we've done. So I think that would certainly be a first. But anyway, thank you all so much for joining us on Reality Check. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.